On air, online, on the go. Fox Toledo News at 10 starts right now.
Good evening. Toledo police detectives say they have never handled a case like the one they are dealing with right now. A woman was attacked and raped in broad daylight in a residential area yesterday on a busy street. And that attacker confessed to the whole thing today. Michelle Zepeda is on assignment with this bizarre case.
Well, the person charged is only 15 years old. He has admitted to the crime in detail, but police say if it wasn't for the victim giving police an extensive description of her attacker, he might still be on the loose. Telling police about an attack would be hard for anyone, but the victim is autistic, making that task a challenge.
The thing that's common among all the disorders are deficits in communication skills, socialization skills, and repetitive body movements.
Mark Lafferty, principal of the Autistic Academy of Learning, says those who are autistic can struggle with communicating, but also getting over something as traumatic as this. And this case is one detectives will not forget.
It's been so brazen at 2:30 in the afternoon, a completely unknown victim and suspect, random in the middle of the afternoon in a highly traveled area. It's the first one that we've ran across like this.
This teen confessed to grabbing the victim, putting a scissor to her neck, and pulling her pants off and raping her right here off this busy street. The teen appeared in juvenile court today and is now behind bars. Prosecutors say they'll decide by Friday if they plan to recommend that he's tried as an adult. On assignment, Michelle Zepeda, Fox Toledo News.
And that is just another instance of alleged teen violence this week. So what's being done to try to stop it? Fox Toledo, Sean Haggerty's been looking into this. And Sean, the plan isn't just to lock them up and throw away the key, right?
No, their research has shown that sometimes when they put them in a facility like that, in a kind of a prison setting, that they come back to the same area, they run into the same issues. So the idea is basically keep them in the community, around family and that kind of structure, and hopefully rehabilitate them. Of course, it all depends really on the safety of the community. If that young person is such a serious risk to the people in the community, he or she will go to some kind of prison setting. As for programs here in Lucas County at the Juvenile Justice Center, the idea is to keep families involved and bring the parents in to help the kids. In fact, Lucas County has recently received hundreds of thousands of dollars for those programs and probation officers because sending them away is not always the answer.
If you remove a youth from community and send them 100 miles away, and parents don't get to see them very often, and they're treated in isolation, and then they come back to the same neighborhood where nothing has changed, and your outcomes are pretty dismal.
As for the programs where the kids get more help here at home, the success rates are much higher. In the last few years, the juvenile court in Lucas County has been taking advantage of more federal money for more of those programs. As for the real violent crimes committed by young people, Hodges says they haven't really seen an increase in the cases, which in part could be a result of those treatment programs he was just telling you about. Reporting live, Sean Haggerty, Fox Toledo News.
Thank you, Sean. With 3 teens arrested for allegedly committing violent crimes in just the past week, what do you think is causing this recent wave of teen crime? That's our feedback question tonight. Robert W. weighed in on Facebook saying, it all starts at home with instilling good values and morals in children. It's bad parenting. James writes, parents aren't allowed to discipline anymore. Forgive me, but a timeout is hardly teaching someone to fear the consequences. Your thoughts are still welcome on Twitter, Facebook, or you can send us an email.